'cause I don't know yours. Is everything okay? Will you sleep tonight? It's another summer, winter passing by, and the water runs blue, far as you can see. We're living on a southern island, on a southern island, on a southern island. We're living on a southern island, on a southern island, on a southern island. We're living. Let's take the boats out with the rising sun. This six people will become as one. Where the water runs deep, that's where we will be. No waves, no thundering, the lightning on the sea. And the water runs blue, far as you can see. We're living on a southern island, on a southern island, on a southern island. We're living on a southern island, on a southern island, on a southern island. We're living. The water runs blue, far as you can see. The water runs blue, far as you can see. The water runs blue, far as you can see. We're living on a southern island, on a southern island, on a southern island. We're living on a southern island, on a southern island, on a southern island. We're living, yeah, on a southern island, on a southern island, on a southern island. We're living, yeah, on a southern island, on a southern island, on a southern island. We're living,
How's it, everybody? And welcome to the Daily Pidgin Podcast. My name's Andy Bumatai.
And I am James Mane.
And you are the Hamajang Gang.
For those of you that are new to the podcast or like to be part of the Hamajang Gang, all you have to do is participate in the live chat.
Because we call the chat the Hamajang Gang.
Yeah.
And Hamajang is Hawaiian Pidgin English for all mixed up, because we are certainly that. And if you're new to the program, what we do here is we editorialize news items. Now, lately, all those news items have been about Maui.
Yes.
So we'll be doing a lot of that today, but we've taken a positive spin on it. Not just, oh, things are bad, and they are. Oh, people are missing, and they are. But also, what's being done to get ourselves out of this.
Yes.
Right? But let's say hi to a few of the Hamajang gang, just for giggles. First of all, hey, look, there's Felicia, our front row hottie. My mouse is just acting up. And look.
Lady Misty saying aloha to Mad Statter.
And there's Deborah Casey Jones. Aloha Friday, Andy James. And from Kentucky.
Lita Ferrer, how's it? Aloha, all Maui strong.
And there's our moderationist and associate producer, Nani Aloha. I'm sorry, I spit coffee because I just noticed I didn't turn on your backlight there. Ooh. I'm sorry, James.
I feel a little empty here.
Right there, a little dark, huh? What do you think?
Oh, it's a dark time.
How's it? You want to help us turn on a light?
GB saying alojas from Sacktown.
And there's Mad Statter coming in from the Pacific Northwest. Oh. And we will be there in about a week in Renton at Carco Theater. Yep. Myself, James, and special guest Augie Tolba. Gee. And guess who the MC is? Hold on. There you go. That's the hint right there. Mad Statter. And she's, has her own show, Twitch and YouTube.
Yep. Chatter with Statter.
That's right there. Hazi Gamba. Gee Gamba.
Saying how's it to the Gengi.
Lady Misty.
Oh, having their own conversation with Mad Statter. Doing pretty good.
That's right. Avert your eyes. Private conversation. Avert your eyes. Hello, Anne Alice Ware, one of our moderationistas.
Yes.
Also, and a great job. She's the one that set up our donation site for Red Cross. She has it on the website and on the Facebook page and a number of other places to make sure. In fact, let's just take a gander at this real quick here. We're going to pause for the cause, gang. What happened?
Mahalo, Big Squirrel Nuts, for subscribing.
Oh, there, Big Squirrel Nuts. Sorry about that. And I was preoccupied with this right here. Take a look at this, gang. Remember when we put this together? When we started, we had a goal of 3,000. We jumped to 28 right away. Then we passed 3,000. So we raised the goal to 5,000. Look how much we have. $4,815. Thanks, you guys. And again, this is on behalf of the Daily Pidgin. The money does not come to us in any way, shape, or form.
Yes.
It goes straight to Red Cross. And we want to remind you guys out there that there are a bunch of scam GoFundMes out there saying they're raising money for Maui, but guess what? Scabby bagas.
Be careful.
So, that's why we went with a reputable organization, Red Cross. And also, speaking of that, we also have our site with a donation site. This is andybumatai.com. And there's the posters for our upcoming shows. And there's, Renton on the 19th, and then you have Lion's Den in Chinatown of San Francisco on the 24th, and Sacramento at the Embassy Suites on the 26th. On the 26th, and right on the top of the page, a big bright red donate if you like. Okay. By the way, we're also, a friend of mine, Debbie Dean, works with Greater Good. And this is a disaster relief, and they help specifically animals. They help people too, but they're about animals, getting them food, shelter, and you'll notice there it says wildfires in Maui, help victims now. So they have a special donate page that helps the Maui people specifically. Yeah, because it's not just the humans that are affected; it's our forever friends. Our fur babies. The fur babies. That's right there. How's it, Miles? Aloha no for coming in. If I miss your chat, please, e kalamai, because if you'll notice here, this is the chat right here that you can see, and it
really jumps, but sometimes when I can click on like Jim Garner, I can bring him up on the screen. And it says here, God bless my Maui Ohana and all the people there. Yeah, so, okay. So if I'm, and again, thanks for resubbing there, Big Squirrel Nuts.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Okay. Let's see what else man, it's flying here.
Yeah.
But, let's do our first editorialized video.
Cool.
And this one is about Oprah going to Maui. Now, you know she bought, 150 acres recently on top of the other acreage she owns in Hana. And there are mixed reactions to her showing up there, but I think it's mostly good. Let's check it out.
There's mixed reaction tonight from Maui, where Oprah Winfrey recently bought hundreds of acres of ag land in upcountry.
Now, we were the first to tell you about this earlier this week. Some disagree with the buy, but as KHC4's Ali Duklo explains, 2 lawmakers say it's actually a good thing.
Some on social media are calling the buy excessive because the millionaire already owns more than
What's he doing with his camera filter there? It looks a little different. Huh? He's getting cinematic on us.
He's like a cyborg.
I'm going cinematic.
100 acres in upcountry in Hana before buying 870 more acres in Kula.
Ag land is treasured here, as you can imagine. It's open space, it's beautiful.
Winfrey bought the agriculturally zoned land from Ulupalakua Ranch for $6.6 million. Our Instagram post of the news garnered hundreds of comments, most of them disapproving the purchase. This is a screenshot of some of the comments. One Maui resident arguing, why is this allowed? Councilmember Yukile Sugimura, who holds the upcountry residency seat, lives about 30 minutes away from Winfrey.
I'm going to guess that she has an excess deer problem, hog problem in her yard.
That's an issue Sugimura is welcoming Winfrey to become
You think roaches are bad? Imagine this running around your house.
involved in, trying to mitigate the area's rampant deer population.
We're struggling. We're putting tax dollars together to try to do fencing and culling. We want to protect our food for food security as well as protect the watershed. So those are the big issues. And she's stepping right into the big issues.
Sugimura says she appreciates how Winfrey hires local residents for work on her property and other roles. Maui Senator Linda Coit.
Work? Those guys look like they're hiking.
That's her.
Is that her?
That's her in the back, right?
Oh, okay.
In the red shorts.
I guess what she's talking to the applicants.
Maybe she's surveying her land.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, all 170 acres. Come on, walk fast.
Points out Winfrey, who has been a part-time Maui resident for about 15 years, has made contributions to the community. In 2021, Winfrey donated $100,000 to the Women's Fund of Hawaii. DeCoit adds, much of the land Winfrey buys on the island remains undeveloped.
She's always been a great steward of our land, whether it be to preserve it.
That's why DeCoit calls the acquisition a positive purchase.
I wish we had more people like her that consider when we purchase lands, that they consider some of the reactions of the community from the past of how we've just been inundated with just a whole lot of development and tourism.
Ulupalakua Ranch declined comment on the transaction, and we have been trying to get into contact with Winfrey and her organization. Ali Iduklo, KITV4, Island News.
I don't know what LUT he's using, but I like it. That's a lookup table. Okay.
So everybody's saying it's Gail and Oprah that was in the picture.
Oh, and Gail was, Nani just said Oprah in the white shirt, her friend in the red shorts.
Yeah, Gail is the one that's CBS morning show.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. So, hey, look, Road Dog 78. We Cajuns would love to take care of those problems. Yeah, I know. We have a lot of sausage. Well, it's just like the people who went into, what is it, Pacific?
Pacific Heights.
Pacific Heights and got I love that shot of the hogs running, cut to table full of sausage. Like before and after.
And this is the results.
Look at this, 170 acres. Our home was quarter acre and was only leased. Well, that's, get yourself your own syndicated network.
Yeah, get yourself a talk show.
Yeah, Gary.
All the women just follow everything you say.
All you got to do is make a few $1 million a month, and
Just a
then
few.
you'd be right there. Yeah. I remember an accountant actually saying that to me one time. I said, yeah, well, what about all these bills? And he goes, you know, Andy, all you got to do is double your income. Thank you. I now have the key to success.
It's like Graham Elwood's joke, which I wish I came up with when he says, oh man, I had a back problem, and then, you know, all the doctors try to help me, all the physical therapists try to help me, and then that one friend just comes in out of nowhere and says, have you thought of a pad for your lower back? Oh, yeah, that's what
there you go.
A pad for my lower back.
And I would have saved thousands on doctor visits. My favorite doctor joke is, Doc, every time I lift my arm like this, my shoulder really hurts. And doctor said, don't do that. Yeah. Okay, let's see what else we got going here. Hey, the chat kind of stopped. Did it freeze up or...
They have their thoughts on Oprah right now.
Oh, there we go. Thank you, Hawaiian Dane, for bringing us out of zombie mode. Hey, how's it, gangy? How you, Hawaiian Dane? And Pulani here says, Gail, what?
Gail King is Oprah's best friend. She gave her $1 million and paid the taxes, so Gail got $1 million tax-free. Wow.
That's James.
I can't pay that for you.
James,
I'm sorry.
I just, I thought we were friends.
Well, I mean,
we could go hiking.
Well, so what happened was I owed $1 million to somebody.
Oh,
so
that's
that $1 million I was going to give to you.
Yeah, there you go.
I gave it to that person that I owed. Bills are funny that way.
Okay, let's do another editorialized videos. And again, what we're trying to do with these videos is show how things are progressing, how people are helping each other, as opposed to just, fixating on what's bad. Okay, so check this out. More ways to help people.
Despite the horrific tragedy, it's heartwarming to see the outpouring of love and support from Maui.
Kamaka Pili spoke to a few organizations about the different ways you can help.
First and foremost, I want to share my deepest and most sincere condolences for everyone impacted by Maui's wildfires, especially those who had lost something, even loved ones.
Did you know?
Disaster,
now you do.
Relief funds have been established and many hands have been coming together here on Oahu, but really across the globe, for all of us to show our support and aloha for our brothers and sisters on the Valley Island.
Many people and organizations have been extending their time, money, and efforts to help in whatever way they can. The Council for Native Hawaiian Advancement had originally donated $50,000, but thankfully, that only set an example.
So we put up $50,000 of our own money. And as soon as the word got out that we were doing that, naturally big organizations, Hawaiian organizations started coming forward saying, hey, we want to help in the campaign to every dollar that they bring in to be matched as well. So we're actually at $1 million matching campaign right now. So we've received commitments of over $1 million. So
Puppy Cheney gift sub love pat. Yeah. Thanks,
every dollar that's donated will be matched up to that $1 million mark.
In just 24 hours, CNHA has raised $500,000 from about 3,500 donors. If you're hungry, you can help Maui by just...
Well, we raised 3,500 from 100,000 donors.
Yeah.
So what?
Coins matter.
Hey, every little bit matters, doesn't it?
Yes.
Buying lunch. LNL is offering to donate $1 per customer order, but you need your smartphone.
What?
At LNL, we have stores, on the mainland, and we really wanted to see and try to leverage that community there. So what we're doing is that we're donating proceeds from our app sales, including, of course, those stores that we have on the mainland, up to $10,000. And we're partnering with the American Red Cross. We have locations here on Oahu who have donated meals to volunteers, and also locations here on Oahu that are doing collection drives.
LNL has already donated approximately 500 meals thus far, but that effort is ongoing and that number will increase. If you're looking for something to wear, Show Aloha Challenge is currently printing and selling t-shirts. In partnership with Print Pros, Show Aloha Challenge is offering Show Aloha for Maui good quality shirts for $35. 100% of proceeds go to Maui.
100% of the proceeds. That means it's costing them the money to do this.
Yeah, because they got the electricity, the workers, and the material.
Right.
Wow.
Already brought in 10 grand already. We want to get 10,000 of donations. We get 20,000 in the last 8 hours. We want to build off of that, and we want to get out there and we want to help the people in Maui. It doesn't matter who you go to.
Cool.
If you want to buy a shirt, you want to donate, come to showalowachallenge.com. But hey, give to whoever you can give to, who can help people in Maui right now and in the future rebuild Maui back to what it was and even better.
Show Aloha Challenge will also be hosting a clothes and food drive next weekend at the Aloha Stadium parking lot.
As you scroll through social media, you'll see how inundated it has become with disaster relief efforts, but not all may be legitimate. So to find out more about these three trusted organizations and their individual donation efforts, be sure to visit our website, khon2.com, and learn how you can contribute. Kamakapili with KHON2 News, working for Hawaii.
Again, our theme today, people coming together to do something positive and help. And if you're geeky inclined, then you can shoot this QR code, right? And again, you don't click it. You take your phone, put it on photo, and just kind of roll it over this QR code, and you should get an address on the bottom, American Red Cross. You click that. It takes you to the website we showed you earlier. You can make your a donation. Yeah. Okay. And if you're so inclined, you can go to Maui
Humane Society.
Thank you. And do the same thing with your phone here. That'll take you there, and you can donate also because they need a lot of help. In fact, I have a news item from the lady from there. And speaking of that, hold on, let me get this off the screen first. And what's going on down there? Oh,
The executive producer's making me do my job.
There you go.
She just got so peaceful all of a sudden. And it's like, I think she feels the burden that's going on Maui.
Yeah, and that we're helping fur babies
Yes.
on top of everything.
We're going to help your cousins.
Yeah. And what I was thinking that in between these, even though they're about helping, they still remind us that there are things that are going on that are not so good. So before I show the Maui Humane Society video, I thought we'd do this first.
TEMVTED, tempted. I was tempted, tempted by your smile. I was tempted, and for a little while I was certain
you go. And look who jumped in James's lap right there. So you know what? Everybody over there getting snuggles. I like snuggles and scritchies. Okay, now we're going to do a... this editorialized video is about the Maui Humane Society specifically. Let's go there.
Welcome back. We've seen the images. The devastation on Maui has left thousands of people and animals displaced. And joining us now live from Maui to talk about the impact to animals and how you can help is Maui Humane Society Director of Marketing, Katie Shannon. And Katie, thank you so much for being here. We know you're really busy. Can you tell us first what kind of situation the Humane Society is dealing with right now?
Absolutely. It has been devastating here on Maui, but you know what? The Maui community has answered. We have had so many volunteers and hundreds of donations here at the shelter, which is phenomenal because what we are doing is prepping kennels, pop-up kennels and emergency kits to develop and actually provide to the shelters for assistance for the people that need it most. So we are developing, or we are providing different emergency kits to War Memorial and to Maui High School. We're also providing them to Hanabel Tavares Community Center and Ma'alaya Harbor because this is where people are going to be bringing their animals once the roads are open. We have been able to distribute them so far. There are hundreds and thousands of people that are...
How sad is that when you see a dog in that,
have needed to evacuate or are just displaced. And so we know that animals will follow. And so we've been able to distribute them so far.
And, you know, we were seeing some images earlier as you were talking to us of, you know, some animals that were burned. So have you been seeing a lot of animals? I know you're expecting an influx though, right?
Exactly. So we've had
Did she just ask this lady if she's been seeing a lot of animals?
What do you mean by seeing?
Yeah. Comedy brain.
Two animals that have come through. We actually have a dog that has just arrived while we've been sitting on this call. But we have had a burn victim of a dog, and you know, the scorched paws all the way down to the bone is just
my God,
so terrifying. And the whiskers are just so scorched from the fire that she was running away from. She was actually picked up by a firefighter and saved, and then brought to emergency personnel who dropped her off at Maui Humane Society. The number one thing that we're going to be asking people to do is to file lost reports for their pets, because what we want to do is reunite their owners with their pets once we are able to have that road open and actually attend to, you know, the tragedy that is happening.
So how exactly can people go about doing that? What do they need to do now if they are looking for their pets?
So it also is so difficult because the cell service and communications on Lahaina are still discontinued or, you know, disconnected. And so we are asking people, once they are able to, if they can hear this, you know, to file lost reports on our website, mauihumanesociety.org. And if there are family members that might be able to do that for them, that's perfect. Basically, we just need some basic information and a photo of the animal, and so that we can reunite the contact information, so that we can reunite the human and the pet.
Wow.
This will really allow us to, you know, allow them to reunite as quickly as possible.
Katie Shannon, Director of Marketing at Maui Humane Society, thank you so much for joining us. We've got to take care of our fur babies, definitely.
Okay, and she was saying that if you want to, you know, put a picture of your pet, if you're still, you know, if your pet is missing, go to the address, and again, this will take you there.
Yeah.
Okay, just roll your phone over it. You don't have to click it, and then you'll see a address on the bottom. Click there, boom, go there. And people that do this who are on their phones usually have a picture of their pet on their phone.
Right.
So that should be pretty easy to do. Now, I don't know how you do it if you're on your phone and you see that. What do you do? Take a screenshot of it? And
Yeah, and then I think it's when you open up the image in your gallery.
Yeah.
It should have like a link that pops up.
Okay.
But Nani is posting hot links.
Hot links right there. Okay, and when the moderationistas post the links like this, they are in fact hot, right? And there she did it twice just in case.
And that's MauiHumaneSociety.org.
Right. Okay. And again, to find your pet or even to donate.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so what do you say we do another up-tempo inspirational video? I'm trying to do that in between every editorialized video. Okay, so let's see what we got queued up. Kanoi. I was just telling James that we're going to do a little bit here on Maui Radio and my friend Ed Kanoi, who's over there. And it turns out that because there's no cell phone service, right, no internet, that the big lifeline for a lot of people is radio.
Still to this day, yeah.
Well, because, you know, a lot have battery radios and stuff, and they can find out what's going on. But the radio people are a little frustrated because nobody's going to them and saying, hey, here's what's on. But everybody's a little bit busy, but guess what? They're doing what they can, okay? So here we go. We go to Maui and the importance of radio.
Many on Maui are complaining that information from the government isn't coming out as much as the disaster demands.
Yeah, you heard Chelsea talk about that frustration. Now, as Daryl Huff explains from Kahului, that's putting more pressure on others who dedicated their careers to keeping the community informed.
In times of
Rita says, aloha, Andy and James. We are watching in Kahului. Do donations. Oh, we are watching in What does that mean? Is she asking us to do donations? Because we've been doing it all morning. I mean, in the beginning of the show.
Natural disaster, one institution often becomes more essential than ever: local radio, which becomes an information lifeline for people who are desperate for more than just music.
Yeah.
And
They need to, please, people are desperate. Babies need diapers and formula. The elderly need their medication.
Wow.
All right. Well, hang on for just a second, okay? All right.
Veteran radio host Ed Kapoy of KISS 99.
He said Kapoy. His name's Kanoy.
Takes the call from Napili, north of Ka'anapali.
It just kind of rocks you to your core. It really does.
Kapoy.
It's hard to take those kind of phone.
Did he change his name?
Unless it's a radio name.
It could be. I always knew him as Ed Kanoy.
You've been saying it wrong all this
Showing my age. Oh, an update in the 80s. Sorry, Ed.
We hear them crying, their tears, their desperate pleas. It's real. It's very real for me.
In another studio at Pacific Media Group, the Hawaiian music hosts are doing the same for their audience.
From Oluwalu, again, mahalo, Lori, letting us know that you are there and there are families there waiting for some kind of supply, or any kind of food and supplies, and we are working on that for you.
The DJ's efforts have been made harder in this disaster, they say, by the lack of information from the administration of Mayor Richard Bisson, who's only been in office 7 months and has rarely been available since the fires.
You remember him as Ed Kanoy, Michael?
It's been very frustrating trying to get people to talk, not to us specifically, but to talk through us, to reach the people that really need to hear their voices.
And when we don't have those details available to us for them, it's frustrating for sure.
I just wish we had more from them. We need our leader to step up and guide us on what to do. We have people out there waiting for any kind of contact. They come early in the morning, and it's hard when we don't have any access to any information.
That's cold, Roger.
I've called the mayor's wife and asked, is there any way he can talk with us? I haven't gotten a response back yet.
You know, I was in Hurricane Iniki, and I know what it's like to be without power, without food, without water, and not have any information come your way.
I go home and my sister looks at me like, are you okay? I'm like, I shouldn't be here. There's more that I can do.
The fact that Pacific Media Group has so many local stations with dedicated live broadcast hosts is a huge blessing for this community, which desperately needs it. Reporting from Kahului, Daryl Huff, Hawaii News Now.
Wow. That's
tough.
Ed, by the way, Ed is a great guy. Yeah? I mean, I go back to the 80s with this guy, you know, AM radio and, you know, K-Poi and, you know, KKUA in those days back when you were in intermediate school.
I don't know, because if it's, maybe less.
Less?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Still, but again, that's how long he's been doing radio.
Well, everybody's saying it's Kanoy, so it's probably Huff saying it wrong.
No, but it had they could have made the graphics.
Yeah.
And said Kapoy. Yeah, cool. Yeah, that maybe. Lady Tie Dye. Okay.
Lurking.
No problem. UK like that. Best guy ever. Exactly, Roger.
And that's funny though, because I remember during Iniki, or even when there was an earthquake off the Big Island and it shut down the electricity on the island, like it shut down for days.
Yeah.
Because it took time for them to turn everything back on.
Yeah.
Everything went to, you know, electricity. Radio was. That's how you found out what was going on.
You know what? You know why they because you can't turn it on all at once. They have the ability, but if you do that, it overloads certain circuits.
Yeah.
You got to roll them in there.
Yeah, I was lucky because I live Pro City and we got ours on early.
Wow. So who's Kanika over here? Wait, hold on. This chat is jumping. Andy, can we talk about redevelopment and the impact of locals versus non-local property owners? It might be too soon, but the Aina needs to be respected. You know what? That's a little heavy for what we do, and it's interesting how people would type and we have to talk, and it sort of gets into politics, and we don't do politics here. We do what brings us together, not what separates us. I get what you're saying.
We're not experts in that conversation.
No
So
way.
We would hate, the worst thing for us to do would be to say something incorrect.
Well, not only say something, pontificate.
I like that you know all these words that are difficult to spell.
I can't spell them.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, look at this. Oh, Medium 7-Up says we're at 4,900 on the Red Cross donation page. Let's go check that out, and I'll refresh it right in front of everybody's eyes. Okay, let's see. There's the page here. Where is it? Oh, right here. Okay, and then I'll refresh. Watch this. Click. It was at 40 Dune.
Hey.
Look at that. 4,900. Mahalo nui loa, everybody. That's what we can do.
Yeah.
You know, rather than, to me, rather than saying, oh, they should do this or they should do that. How about, you know, guess what? Red Cross needs cash.
Yeah. Not saying it's not a good discussion. It's just that's not where this podcast is about. Yeah.
And that's not where our expertise lies. Believe me.
Trust me. I'm sitting here wearing a city bus driver shirt. I guarantee you, I'm not the guy.
Had I graduated from high school, maybe I could get like, but Kanika says, okay, all good. I get it. Yeah.
Are you saying bus drivers didn't graduate from high school?
No, I said I didn't graduate from high school.
I was going to say.
You have to graduate from high school to be a bus driver, don't you?
No, you just got to pass and get your commercial driver's license.
Oh, that's all?
You got to be 21 and over.
Oh, I didn't know. Hey, look, Facebook user. You know, way down at the bottom, there's some place that you can tell eCam that it's okay for us to use your name if you're inclined to do so. Yeah. But no need, okay?
You got to change the screen.
What's that? Oh, look. Yeah. Oh, bro, I'm glad you're here. You... driving the bus of the show.
That's the reason I'm here. So now that I've done that, I'll see you guys later.
Thank you. Good night.
Try the chicken.
Please try the chicken.
I love that line.
Oh. Okay, I got to tell you what. To bring it back up a little bit, what do you say? We dance. This goes out to my friend, Ed Kanoy.
She's a gal with the bright red hair. Now she stands high from all the rest. You know her anywhere. Well, she's mine. Yeah, she's mine. Well, I love that little girl with the bright red hair. Well, Miss Lindy, my Miss Lindy. Well, I love that little girl with the bright red hair. Have you ever seen Miss Lindy? She likes to dance all day, and when she does rock and roll, it takes your breath away. Well, she's mine, yeah, she's mine. Well, I love that little girl, she's so fine. Well, Miss Lindy, my Miss Lindy. Well, I love that little girl, right there.
but also the boaters, right? What we're talking about while you guys were dancing is how boaters have been helping people on Maui, and a big part of it is the roads are choked out or closed, but boaters can go around, especially to Ma'alaia, right? So, in fact, let's do a little story about that one. I have one here, and it's about how boaters have been helping people get around on Maui.
The community on Maui has come together in droves to provide support to people in need. Some boat owners are helping by shuttling evacuees from Lahaina to Ma'alaia, and that effort is still happening right now. KITV4's A'ali Iduklo is waiting from the other side at Ma'alaia Harbor, and this is an ongoing effort to relocate residents who are stranded because of this fire.
Yeah, that's right, Lee. That boat is expected back here at around 2 this afternoon. Now, this is the third time that boat is going over to the west side to rescue these people. I'm told yesterday they got around 20 people. I couldn't get an estimate of how many are expected today, but like you said, Lee, an ongoing effort to rescue people on the west side. Now, it appears the Coast Guard is not letting a lot of boats go into Lahaina, but they are working with a select few. The DLNR, of course, with the Coast Guard when looking for people dead or alive along the coastline on Tuesday when the fire left out. And of course, this rescue boat escorted them as well. They went at around 10:30 that night on Tuesday and stayed until 5 in the morning just looking for people in the water. Again, bodies or live people. They didn't find any there, but they did find residents trying to enter into the water. So DLNR personnel, I'm told, helped those people get relocated to another part of the west side. But again, a very concerning situation here. Many on the west side stranded, and they're not being able to inform their loved ones on their status, whether they're okay, whether they have the supplies or medication they need because of these communication challenges, because of course of that poor service, those down power lines that to sort of work on here. But again,
exactly, poor honey. But he's under the gun and doing a lot of stuff while he's there. You notice that?
That boat is expected back here in Ma'alaia at around 2 this afternoon. We'll try to speak with those evacuees and share their stories, so stay with us. But for now, reporting live from Ma'alaia, I'm Ali Iduklo, KITV4 Island News.
Ooh. But I thought the Coast Guard was just letting anyone in, but it turns out only a select few. I guess boats that are set up for carrying a lot of people, maybe, or
I
have
think
a license.
there's a lot of debate on that, and I think if they allowed everyone to go in, it'll just be jam packed. It'll be chaotic, and you can't organize things. Yeah. And I think it's the same thing is happening with people that have shipped things over.
Yeah,
it's difficult. There has to be some organization, and that takes time.
And I think they're just trying to avoid, like 5 TikTokers with a sailboat. Yeah.
That would be the worst thing to see.
That'd be the worst thing.
Yeah. In fact, our friend Graham Elwood is going there in a few minutes.
Yeah.
He takes off and he goes and he's going to help at the shelters. That's what Graham Elwood is going to do.
Yeah. I saw a TikTok of a guy doing a dance green screened against the buildings burning. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Anyway, Lady Tie-Dye, OG, Hamajang Gang right here. I think saying that way makes you realize what a big thing those people are doing. I can't even say it. I get it, and you're right. It really brings home the impact.
Yeah, it happened for me yesterday. A friend of mine in this group that we're in together and mentioned that his uncle and the uncle's family of 4 were missing, and then last night updated the group saying, "Oh, they were found not the way we wanted it."
Nani on the bat phone here says also, she says Maui has initiated curfews on Maui. Yeah, so they're letting certain amount of people in for a certain amount of time so they can check their houses or what's left of them, and there's a curfew. Yeah. And again, believe it or not, looting.
Oh yeah.
I know there's people that do that. Andy, nice dancing. You think so? Maybe I'm watching too much TikTok. I don't know.
Yeah, somebody complains about it. You sure know a lot about it.
Give me 1 margarita and I'll dance on the show. Give me 2 margaritas and I'll dance a little more.
That's going to become a TikTok challenge soon.
I know. Those are not the words to that song, by the way, because I don't want to get banned from Facebook for singing the real words. Anyway, oh my goodness, this is... Okay, so you know what? I think we need this video. Because this is definitely a hot shot.
Hot shot, easy, easy bullet. You know that hot shot, easy, easy bullet. You're taking off on a 6-foot face. Suddenly somebody come on, snakes your way. You pull back in the nick of time. Head over heels, over the falls. The bugger and grind. That's a hard shot, easy, easy bullet. 'Cause you know that hard shot, easy, easy bullet. I scored a gig on a Thursday night. Felt relief because the timing was just right. 2 hours passed, we pound down, yeah. Played for free, no more money. What's up with that man? That's a hard shot, easy, easy bullet. You know that hard shot, easy, easy bullet. As you know, 'cause when you're feeling low, when you're feeling low, don't know where to turn or which way to go. You knew it right from the start, from the very start. You're a victim of a hard shot. Well, sing it with me. Bullet. Hard shot, easy, easy bullet. Bahana work, now it's party time. Friday night down the beach, everybody's feeling fine. Like all good things must come to an end, yeah. You wake up, your head aches, you don't learn. Well, let's do it again. That's a hard shot, easy, easy bullet. 'Cause you know that hard shot, easy, easy bullet. 'Cause you know that when you're feeling low, when you're feeling low, don't know where to turn or which way to go. Do it right from the start, from the very start. And you're a victim of a hard shot. Sing it with me. Everybody's coming down to play. He's playing live music every night and day. Sing it with me. Everybody listen, Kenny Roberts play. He's playing live music down in South Key. Everybody's coming down to easy, easy. He's playing live music every night and day. Everybody's listen, Kenny Roberts play. He's playing live music down in South Key. Everybody's coming down to easy, easy. He's playing live music every night and day. Everybody's listen, Kenny Roberts.
bully, you know.
Yes. So many terrible things going on in Maui. But Kevin Frazier has pointed out that in other news, the McDonald's app is acting very cray-cray. I know. And look at this. To add insult to injury, yes, no free fries Friday with dollar purchase today.
O-M capital, super capital G.
Just when you think it can't get any worse.
You know, there's like people crying on the news, and then now they can't even get that free French fries.
You gonna be all right, Kevin?
I think we might have to start a new donation for
GoFundMe.
Yeah,
Let's raise $1 for Kevin.
Yeah, let's get $1 so you can get that French fries.
The free French fries. Yeah. Because he said he's habot.
Gigamba. What Gigamba said up there?
What's that?
Gigamba right there. What's it?
Gigamba. Tragedy, Kevin.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. Oh, that is such a terrible thing. Hold on now. I'm trying to...
Ask me what the most important thing in comedy is.
What's the most important...
Timing.
Yeah. That's it right there.
Tragedy, Kevin.
I know. What's the most important? Let's try that again. Tell me, James, what's the
timing?
Thank you. I think you have to get past important.
Oh, let me do that. I'll do you
okay.
That again. So, why don't you tell me what's the most important thing?
Timing would be my suggestion, and clarity.
Oh, well, I apologize, Kevin.
Right, and here and Ann says,
groan.
Ow, talk about timing. The chat keeps jumping and I can't do it.
Hey.
Yeah, I was trying to do that, but I know. Oh, that went well.
So guess who's going to be opening for us in Southern California?
And ladies and gentlemen, fresh from his McDonald's debut, we are proud to present, holding a bag of free French fries, the man himself.
Ronald McDonald's best friend, Kevin Frazier. But it's funny, though, because I went to McDonald's today, and yeah, the app wasn't working.
Oh, my goodness.
And I was like, wait, I can't get my free fillet of fish without the points that I have saved up here.
Oh, I
have to pay for a fillet of fish.
I don't know. It's been years since. Well, actually, I went there and I bought a milkshake for one of the ice cream Wednesdays.
Their milkshakes are all right. Yeah.
They're good.
Yeah.
And you know, as far as how much they cost, because they're like $5 for the size I buy. Everywhere else, they're like $8.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they're a pretty good milkshake. You got to let it sit a little while, because if not, you're sucking on that straw and those veins burst in your head.
The worst thing now is, I guess maybe it's because it's recycled material. So when
they collapse.
Yeah, they collapse or they break.
Oh my
So
goodness.
you think you're finished, but actually there's the hole in the middle of the straw, and it's just not sucking up the rest of the milkshake.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah. And no, I better not say that. Well, what I was going to say is, and that whole straw dispenser there, where the straw comes out of the turtle's nose.
Oh.
That didn't work at all. McDonald's, what were you thinking?
Well, Burger King uses paper straws still.
Yeah. Well, that's a good thing.
I just tell them, just keep your straw.
Just keep your. People bring their own straws.
Yeah,
those ones from the bubble drink, the giant kombucha one.
You drink 2 sips and you're sort of finished.
Yeah, that's right.
My sister has metal ones. She uses, she washes, and I guess she really cares about the turtles.
Sorry, I was gonna go pro action. I am not worthy.
And it's bent, so it's
goodness.
The angle.
Okay.
Hard shot. Sometimes you just gotta use a straw. Easy, bully.
Does McDonald's Hawaii still have McTerry burger?
Oh, that's occasional, so it's seasonal. Well, I'm not sure when, but
well, it's when the those particular burgers are in season.
Oh yeah. And they go, hey, Terry, I think your cows are in season. All right. Here we go, McDonald's.
I have a collapsible metal one as well as a bamboo straw. Oh, I would like a bamboo straw.
Yeah, oh, that's pretty cool. I actually, what I do is, I don't know, this might be unique.
What's that?
I just open the top and I just drink.
Drink it?
Because you know what? It's a cup. A lot of people didn't know that the sodas from the fast food places, they come in cups.
Mind blown.
You just have to open the top, and it's a cup.
Well, I tell you what, I don't know if I showed you these. Did I show you this?
What is that, a computer?
No.
Oh. It's a baton.
No.
Oh. Hey, metal
chopsticks. These are going with us to California and Washington. Because a lot of times you get to places and they don't have chopsticks. And I'm one of these guys. I'd rather eat salad with a chopstick.
Oh, really?
With hashi, yeah. Because I like it. Because you try to eat it with a fork and then you hit one and it goes spling. Right? With
the cherry tomato goes. Floop.
Yeah, this is like eating with your fingers, which is the way to do it. In fact, there was a video one time of Madonna eating a salad, and she says, I use my fingers because when you use the fork, it flies all over the place. I have the answer, Madonna.
Yeah. Also, I don't know if you guys know this, but forks, the cool thing about them is you can also scoop stuff. So you can just grab that cherry tomato like that, almost like a spoon with holes in it, and you just eat it like that.
Wow.
I'm pretty good with a fork, folks.
Or put it in a cup and James can eat it.
Yeah. I ate it like you're feeding a horse a bucket of oats.
Oh, you know what? We're at the top of the hour, but I want to squeak in this last editorialized news video because not only does it give us a little history on Lahaina, once again, this is brought to us by Bishop Museum, but also an update on the banyan tree. Here we go.
Well, the fire destroyed many historically significant buildings in Lahaina. The Lahaina Historic District encompasses downtown Lahaina, Front Street, and its vicinity. It was designated a National Historic Landmark in 1962. KITV4's Diana Ko shares some of the history of this one-time capital of the former kingdom.
This is a look at bustling Lahaina before the devastating fire. Its rich history includes being the kingdom's capital for 25 years, starting in 1820.
Lahaina was the seat of the Hawaiian government up until 1845, and then King Kamehameha III decided to move to Honolulu. That's because Honolulu was economically ahead of Lahaina at
good camera, huh? He's got on his laptop there.
that point.
In 1819, the first American whaling ships arrived in Lahaina. It quickly became one of the main Pacific ports for the North Pacific whaling fleet.
Those whaling ships were notorious for these guys are, rough, tumble, nasty sailors that have nothing to lose, and once they get on land, they want liquor.
In 1823, the government, with the encouragement of the missionaries, introduced laws which enforced curfews on sailors and controlled the sale of alcohol. Beginning in the 1850s, China...
Missionaries and sailors. Could there be a difference, on two sides of the coin? Oh my goodness. Oops. Hey.
These immigrants came to the Hawaiian Islands to work on the sugar plantations. When their contracts were finished, some chose to stay on Maui. In 1861, the sugar mill called the Pioneer Mill Company was established in Lahaina, making it a quiet plantation town. In 1901, the Pioneer Hotel was built on the edge of Lahaina Harbor. The hotel served the plantation communities and occasionally hosted notable guests. But it wasn't until 1964, when Alexander and Baldwin developed two major hotels in Ka'anapali, that Lahaina's current boom started.
The tourists at Ka'anapali began to come to Lahaina as sort of a side excursion.
Because they had better music.
All of those things happened to develop in Lahaina in a historic setting with interesting old-fashioned buildings and a beautiful natural setting, which is why Lahaina became as popular as it was
And the famed 150-year-old banyan tree, 60 feet high and a quarter of a mile in circumference, possibly the largest tree of its kind in the United States. Brown hopes it can be a symbol of regrowth.
I'm confident that the banyan survives. And I'm confident that the banyan, after it loses all of its damaged leaves, burned leaves that it's got on it right now, is going to be resprouting new leaves.
DeSoto Brown, Bishop Museum historian, thank you so much for reflecting on Lahaina's history with us. Diana Ko, KITV4 Island News.
Mad trees. You didn't know they used to hunt humpbacks there? That's what Lahaina was known for, wasn't it? I mean, he could be being facetious, but still.
Isn't mad trees really kind of young? Isn't mad trees a young person?
Well, I'm sure he doesn't remember the 1920s, but I mean, still, it's just it was a whaling town, right? I mean, that's what Lahaina was basically.
Mad trees. I only studied up to 1929.
Yeah. Well, about 1921, I went to Honolulu because I had bet on nightclubs. Yeah. Big squirrel does. Oh. Okay. There we go, gang. We are at the top of the hour. Thank you so much. And what's that?
You want to put up the donation stuff again?
Oh, you know what? You are correct.
Yeah, before we sign off.
Okay. Yeah, let me bring those up again. Where is my mouse? There it is. Okay.
You gotta look for the cheese.
I know. I have to do that. Okay. So here is the. Let's refresh it once and see if we picked up a little more. Okay. Oh, I was laughing so hard I'm wheezing. Can you hear me?
4,900.
4,900. Thank you so much, Hamajang Gang. There we go. And if you are so inclined, you can go to andybumatai.com, click on that big red donate and help button, and take a look at shows we have coming up again in
Renton, Washington on August 19th with special guest Augie T and host Matt Statter. We're also going to be in San Francisco's Chinatown in the Lion's Den, August 24th. Andy, myself, and host Mad Statter.
Yes.
And then in Sacramento at the Embassy Suites, August 26th, which is a Saturday, with Andy, myself, James, and Mad Statter.
There we go. She's, it's so cool that she's going to be there for those other things. She has a job, and she's going, no, I'll fly in and fly out. So
it's going to be fun.
Also, this is Greater Good Charities, and this is, you can go there, and they have a page dedicated to helping the animals that were hurt, lost, or need care because of the fires on Maui.
Yeah, some of them need, because unfortunately lost their families,
Yeah.
they need new foster or homes for the fur babies.
Right, and of course, if you're on Maui and looking for a lost pet, the way to do that, scan this image. This takes you to Maui Humane Society. If you have a picture of the animal and as much information, you can say, hey, this is who I'm looking for, because they picked up a lot of them.
Yeah, MauiHumaneSociety.org.
Yeah, there we go. And of course, here's the American Red Cross again. Okay, gang, that's our show. We'll see you Monday. Next week, we'll probably do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday we jump on a plane to head to Washington. So we'll have 3 shows next week.
Yeah.
Okay, so far, there you go. And again, thank you to everyone who donated. Mahalo nui loa.
Don't forget our 4 lovely moderationistas. We want to give shout outs to Nani Aloha, C Honda, Aware, and Devin.
In the crinkly paper hat. I got an email. Why do you keep saying she has a crinkly paper hat? Because she was a trainee for a long time, and we teased her about wearing her paper hat that said trainee on it. And then she goes, I like it. I don't want to give it up. So we always tease her about that. Okay. There you go, gang. Thank you so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. The site is growing, so if you'd like to subscribe on the YouTube site or any number of the platforms that we're on, we would appreciate it. Okay, we're going to hit the button, and here we go. 3, 2, 1.